Alright, welcome back to another episode of Life of Loz. Obviously, I am Loz. We're going to do something a little bit daring today. Today's episode is brought to you by Special K. And we have a CB 500F. Play the intro, boom. Alright, this is a 2017 CB 500F. They actually ran this particular model right through from 2016 right the way through to 2018 before they upgraded for the 19. It is a 471cc parallel twin running at 35 kilowatt at 49 brake horsepower. The peak horsepower is at 8,500 RPM. The peak Newton meters of torque is at 7,000 RPM. This is a great learners approved scheme motorcycle bike. It is absolutely fantastic. Best beginner's bike on the market, I think. Alright, it's got 41mm cartridges. They're fully preload adjustable in the front suspension, the conventional forks, a 320mm single disc running a 120/70/17. In the back, she's running a 9-stage ProLink monoshock adjustable for dampening. In the back end, she's running a 240mm disc and a 160/60/17 on the back. She's got a 185mm seat height with a 16.6 litre tank, which should get you about 400 Ks, depending on how much sort of max wristing you're sort of going to do it. She weighs about 192 kilos wet. And this particular model, brand new back in 2017, was about 7,300 bucks. So you can still get a bit of a private sale on this little girl for about 5,300 in today's money. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Is running a full LED rear tail light, just the normal bulbs on the indicators. Ergos are great on this little bike. The dash, obviously you got fuel, tacho, obviously your speed odometer, and it's got 2 trip meters and a fuel used indicator. Passing, lights, horn, indicators, emergency stop, hazards, and electric start. It's a great little bit of kit, and the one and only thing that I really like about it, this is just wicked. I just love it. I love it. And check out that there. Love the LED headlight. That is just a phenomenal little thing. Absolutely phenomenal. Just one of those sort of part and parcel things that all these little upgrades they do to these little bikes, it really sort of pays off in the end. So yeah, all we've got in the way of aftermarket stuff on this little bike is just your aftermarket shorty levers. So yeah, it's a little bit sort of daring doing a motorcycle review right in the center of a highway, but if you don't know where I am, right down there, that's closed. So this is an old road. But listen, I'll see you back on the bike. All right, boom. So yeah, you could be out here for, you know, fucking an hour and a half, 2 hours before anybody would come along. So just in case you want to hit me up in the comments, yeah. Anyway, ergos on this bike, I am absolutely straight up and down. So there's no weight on my wrist. This bike, I'd have to say, is probably one of the most comfortable bikes that I've ever ridden. That's a big statement, I know that. So yeah, it's straight up and down. I'm just on 6 foot. My feet and everything there, I sit flat-footed on the ground, bent-legged. So anybody that's a little bit sort of vertically challenged should be able to yeah, comfortably sort of, yeah, ride this bike and be able to sort of cruise along and then do its little thing. I absolutely just love this bike, I really do. I've only had it for 5 minutes, but yeah, I absolutely love it. It's just so cruisy, and the linear on the power is just so smooth, and it's yeah, it's just a pleasurable little thing to ride, absolutely pleasurable. So yeah, alright, time to go through a couple of twisties and we'll suss it out, man. So yeah, I hope you like that little roll on there between yeah, 110 down to stop, and then back up to 110 again. It's a yeah, it's just a cool little bike all through and through, and it carries its weight absolutely beautifully. You know, then you add that to the seating position and everything else, and it's just absolutely pleasurable little bike to ride. Absolutely pleasurable. Especially with the linear power that the little 471cc produces. Even at down at low bottom RPMs, it still pulls, so it's very forgiving for a learner's bike and things like that. You know, if you were to go and grab yourself a little 250 or a 300, you'd sort of run out of legs and you'd sort of get used to it very quickly. Where this, you know, you could really hone your roadcraft just absolutely phenomenal. You learn how to ride this bike properly and ride it fast, man. It's yeah, it's so cool. She just gets up and she just takes off. It's nice, and then you got the comfortable position as well. So yeah, I'm just so excited just to have this little bike for 5 minutes. I really appreciate that, and yeah, I've always looked forward to this one, always look forward to it. So yeah, it's a nice little thing, you know, and especially you know, as a learner coming and doing all of your tests and all of your lessons and everything else, like, you want a bike that's you know, 100% capable and being able to sort of put it through its paces a little bit there after you finish your test, because trust me, there is a life after your test. I guarantee you, once you get over that little bit of a hurdle, you're on your way. And this is the first little step to freedom. So if you go around and do all your tests and everything on a little bike like this, and you know, really sort of take control of it and do everything that it's supposed to do, yeah, you're a massive sort of foot in the door to becoming a little proactive rider and being able to, you know, hone your little skills and do all your bits and pieces like that there, you know. So yeah, but I mean I've only had this bike for what, 5 minutes, and you know, imagine if you had this little bike for a couple of days, or even a week, or even, you know, like the 6 or 8 lessons that you do your test for. Like, this would be just so easy just to be able to cruise along and hone your little skills. So yeah, it's an absolute great little platform. Obviously they run the same engine as the CBR 500R, CBR CB, the 500X, and obviously in the CMX 500 as well. So it's a bulletproof little engine, and I did about 17,000 Ks on my CBR5, and I know that Special K's done about 17 to 18,000 Ks on this. This has only just clocked over the 24,089 kilometers. So yeah, it's a great little lamb's bike that yeah, this is something that you'd you know, you'd keep for a long time. So nope, back down to 20 Ks. Don't want to go upsetting anybody. Don't want to get anyone to go busting my chops in the comment section. So look at that, it comes pretty much 98% to a stop, and don't even have to put your feet down. It's that balanced, it's that cruisy. So, you know, like, you just cruise along and yeah, she'll just behave for you all day. So, and even when it comes to the running costs of this little girl, like, you know, just as long as you service her every you know, every 6,000, and do your filter every sort of 12,000, and, you know, keep a bit of regular maintenance and upkeep, you know, she's going to be an absolute cheap little thing for you to cruise around on, and just you know, become between you and one with your motorcycle. So yeah, better to ride a little bike fast than a big bike slow, as they say. So yeah, this is oh, I love this little thing. I'm really sort of getting the hang of it now. It's not bad. You know, I'm used to you know, bikes with a you know 2 and 3 times the horsepower that what this has got, but this is you know, for a beginner bike, or the one step up from the full learner's bike. Yeah, this is wicked, absolutely wicked. I definitely recommend you to you know, think about one of these before you go and buy something a little bit different. But, you know, spend the extra dollars. It's a Honda, so, you know, the reliability factor is always going to be there. And yeah, you'll have a bit of a absolutely fantastic time on a little displacement CB 500F. And the 2019 version and onwards came out with a little bit of a TFT dash, gear indicator. There weren't too many other little things that came with that. A slipper clutch, or a sister clutch, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, but nah, she's a great little thing, absolutely fantastic. I'm really going to be reluctant to give this back this afternoon. Really reluctant. So yeah, CB 500F 2017, my full review. I've got a little first ride thingamajig that I put up a couple of days ago, and yeah, it's going to be hard for me to give this one back. I love this little thing. Oh, so cool, so cool. And it just looks absolutely fantastic too. And it's so smooth, so nice, and it just this bike will look after you tenfold. So anyway, yeah, much appreciated. Thank you to Special K. Make sure you wear all the gear all the time. This is Life of Loz. Obviously I am Loz, and I'll see you on the next one. Boom.